Audio not good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Testing. Good. There we go. Testing. Good. I'd rather do that. Okay. I can hear myself now. I can see myself on my other phone. I'm not sure if you guys are happy with the visuals from your side. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I want to speak about a topic today that I'm very passionate about, and a topic that is in my mind for a long time. It's in my mind for a long time. I want to speak about a topic on how long I believe we're going to take as African countries to break out of the colonization, the impact of colonization in Africa. I want to speak about that. I want to speak about how long it is going to take for African countries to finally be free from the Western countries, to be totally free and independent from the colonizers. How long it will take us to get rid of the English language. Please, as you guys are coming in, if indeed you are African and you love the channel, you want to listen to some knowledge, click the like button. It helps the live feed to spread that much quicker. So if indeed you are African, I know the enemies are always here, always watching, always listening. But if indeed you are African, please just click the like button. I would appreciate it. I want to speak about how long it's going to take for us as Africans to finally get out of the colonial chains that they have put on us, and how long it is going to take for Africa to get rid of our colonizers' languages, English, Afrikaans, how long it's going to take us to get rid of Portuguese, Spanish, French, how long we're going to get rid of all those rubbish languages out of our system here in Africa, excuse me. It's going to take some time. We're going to discuss what is it that we believe as African leaders need to do to get rid of that, what seed we must plant in the next coming generation, because one thing that we must understand is planting seed guarantees a brighter future. The only seed you can plant, ladies and gentlemen, is in the coming generation. You cannot expect what you don't inspect. So I want to speak about that. I want to speak about the cowardness of African leaders. African leaders. Why is it that African leaders are scared of the West? Why is it that African leaders are scared of the US? Why is it that African leaders are always looking for some type of help, some type of aid, some type of assistance from Russia, from China, from India, from from Europe, from America? Why is it that Africa knows very well that it is rich in terms of minerals, and now we are even advanced in terms of technology, even our knowledge on how to build things is there, but why is it that Africa is not doing it? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I want us to make sure that We speak about this as Africans because the first signs of change is communication. If something is not communicated, you cannot hope, you cannot pray, you cannot anticipate change. The communication starts. If you write the vision plain so that everyone can read, then everyone knows where we are going. I just want to make sure that we are not only with our enemies here, because I'm not interested in speaking to I'm not interested in speaking to white Caucasian people. I'm not interested in speaking to um, you know, our colonizers. I'm here for Africans. I'm unapologetic about that fact. I'm here to say to my African brothers and sisters, we need to unite. So just to make sure that I am speaking to my African people, click the like button. I'm not here to make a live feed and take my time for Caucasian people. I'm not here for those things. I'm here to communicate an African message to African people. And I know that is much of a threat to African people, to Caucasian people. They don't want to see Africans uniting. They don't want to see Africans building up. They don't want to see Africans raising up. They don't want to hear us speaking about losing their language. They don't want to see us talking about losing the colonial borders. They don't want to hear us speaking about one Africa that has one army. They don't want to hear us speaking about one Africa having one language that we communicate with. They don't want to hear us having one Africa, one president like China and India. They don't want to have, I'm saying China and India because they have plus minus the same population as Africa combined, the African countries combined. They don't want to hear us speaking about an Africa with an integrated health plan. They don't want an Africa with one currency. They don't want to hear that. So I to make sure that I'm speaking to Africans, I'm pleading, click the like button. I need to know that I'm speaking to African people. I need to know. I don't have interest of speaking to those people. I absolutely don't have any interest of speaking to those people. They have done enough damage to our African lives. They have done enough damage to our confidence as human beings. They have put us lower than animals. They treat us like rubbish. They have discriminated from us. They have pushed us away from our land. They have pushed us away from our culture, our spiritual beliefs. They have managed to do all of that and organize themselves and then introduced a government system that works for them best. And they know how to control that government system. They have not apologized from the wars and the enslaving and the stealing that they have done for Africa. After World War, I believe, II, Germany got reparations from their enemies. Germany, I believe, still today still gets reparations that is being paid to Germany for the impact of the war. Africa has got nothing because Africa is not united. At the Berlin Conference in 1884 to 1885, 1884 November to 1885 in February, sat down there, and Columbus and his friends, they sat down and mapped how they're going to cut Africa into small pieces. They've made sure, those who are trying to use three dots and the top right on the phone next to King's name. Yes, there you got the instruction on how to like the channel. What is he speaking about? Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. There's three dots. Let me see if I'm pointing at the right direction. There's three dots at the top. If you click the three dots and then no, it's the other side, it's this side. There's three dots here. If you click the three dots and you'll get the like and the dislike button there. Like it. So we need to speak about that, my African brothers. We need to speak about that. I'm so excited. I saw an interview of the PAC leader speaking about land. You guys are gonna see a video I'm going to do. I'm gonna drop it in the morning for you guys. So, my African people. Now, the reason why African countries, the reason number one why African countries cannot challenge European colonizers, the US and everything. The main reason is because they know their army strength. They know that we don't have any armies in Africa. No real threatening armies in Africa. When you look at the top 5 armies, you find Egypt, South Africa, and there is no top army. If South Africa is in there, just know that that list is fabricated. Because South Africa does not have an army. The South African Army's budget has been cut every single year ever since Cyril Ramaphosa got into presidency. For the past 5 years, every financial year, there is a cut in the budget of the army of our country. Our country does not have fuel jet. Our country does not purchase new machineries. Our country even lacks cartridges. Our country lacks money for continuous training and inspection of the army personnel. Our country lacks everything when it comes to defending ourselves. And now the way the West operates, in order to instill, because me and you, we are speaking on a citizen level. We don't know what these presidents are sitting and discussing at a higher level, at that world class stage where they are talking. They know when the US has got an army in your country or in a neighboring country, they can take your country's army out, or they can attack your country at all times. People like to speak bad about Zimbabwe, saying Zimbabwe is not doing good. It's South Africa takes the land. They're going to be like Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is not doing good because of sanctions, not because of misgovernment or bad governance, rather. Zimbabwe is doing bad because the Western countries put sanctions on them. It's like you fighting for your mother's house, and when you get it, the city or the place where you stay decides they're not gonna sell anything to your house. They're not gonna buy anything from your house. They're going to put sanctions on people from your house to travel from to the mall and everything. They put sanctions on you, and then when your house decays and breaks down, people say, "Look at that example. They took their house, now they can't manage it." You understand what I'm saying to you, my African brothers? I'm saying it's about 200 years for us to recolonize ourselves, truly as Africans. The language changing of Africa is going to take about 3 generations. About 90 years. That's what it's going to take for you to teach your children a language, one African language. In this channel, we call that language Kiswahili. You teach your children Kiswahili. It does not mean that they have to change their mother tongue. It does not mean they have to run away from their father tongue. No, they can still speak that father tongue. And for education purposes and for trading purposes, as Africa, we are using this language. This is the language that we use. And that language, we can add and subtract vocabulary as we please. It's our language. We can take a Zulu word and insert it in Kiswahili. We can take a Igbo word and insert it, so that when the textbook come out, they come out with those words already inserted in there. And then we have that one African language. And then that means the next generation that is going to be born will learn at school with those languages. The curriculum, educational curriculum, will then shift from English. Understand? English will then fall from being the first language to becoming the second additional language, because English, you will still need it for international trade. You understand what I'm saying? So speaking to those people. But the funny thing, I'm saying that, and in the back of my mind, I'm saying the Russians and the Chinese don't care about English. They don't speak English at all. So this thing of saying we need English for international trade, it's just we're making it a convenient for them to speak to us. It's not a convenient for us at all. You understand what I'm saying? So even when we get that language in, so English we can choose to be a second language if we want. But indeed, if you had to choose someone like me who's a Pan-Africanist and say whatever, I would remove that language altogether. I will put a secondary language will be your country's language. So if you are in South Africa, your secondary language can be Sotho-Pedi, Zulu, Afrikaans, Tswana, whatever. You can put that language in there. When you are in Botswana, it will be Kiswahili as first language and Tswana as the second language. If you are in Zambia, just like that, in Zimbabwe, you will then choose English as your first as an additional language. Your first language will be, I guess, Shona and Ndebele. You understand what I'm saying? So that will take about three generations. A generation is about, for me, it's about 30 to 35 years. People constantly learning on this language. And then that generation will then give birth to children that were not going to be introduced to Kiswahili, but that are going to be born in Kiswahili. They don't know anything about, we shifted from this language to this language. They don't know any of that. They just know Kiswahili is what you learn at kindergarten, is what you learn in primary school, is what you learn in high school and university. That's all. So that is going to take about 3 generations, like I said, 90 years. But that's not the only thing that must change. Another thing that must change is this nonsense of us using 30 billion different currencies. That can only change if Africa is united. Only when Africa is united can that change. What do I mean about that? I mean, if Africa can say from the year 2030, Africa is adopting this currency. 2030 is like what, we're 6 years from now. So that will warn the rest of the world to say, position yourself, because Africa is about to introduce an African currency. It does not have to take that long anyway, but I'm just giving this spineless, ballless leaders time. I'm just giving them time. It should not take that long. But we can say in 2030, Africa will be using the Africore currency. I don't know what we can name it. You guys can give suggestion of the African currency there. So the African currency will be backed by the African minerals. Immediately when that happens, then Africa becomes richer than all the other continents. Immediately. It's not a maybe. It's not a maybe. Because remember, the white people, when they came here, they were trading with our people, giving them things and taking our minerals. When they were stopping in the seashores and all that, they were coming, taking some cows, taking some animals, taking some fruits, taking some diamonds, taking some gold and everything. You don't have that wrong perspective that they are the one who discovered gold in our land. Don't talk nonsense. That gold, we already were wearing the gold. We already were using the steel in our spears and in our building structures and everything. So we already were having those things, and it is them who asked our ancestors, where did you get these things? And our ancestors showed them the methodology of extracting minerals out of the ground. And then they got tired and greedy of trading, and now they got into warfare where they wanted to take by force, and indeed they did. So we need to fix the currency issue also. Once you fix the currency issue, then you have to talk about integrating the Home Affairs system, the identification system of Africans. So you still keep the borders, but you disbundle the Home Affairs system, and you integrate it with neighboring countries, and at the end it will be integrated with African, the whole entire African country. So the West will have its own Home Affairs system, the East will have its own Home Affairs system, the Central and the South will have its own Home Affairs system. Just be aware there how I left the North alone on purpose. Anyway, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. So, after we fix that issue of the Home Affairs, in the Home Affairs, we'll have one identification document or card. And I don't understand why is it that we must struggle like this, because all you need to do is to put all fingerprints in the Home Affairs system. All fingerprints. I don't need to carry a card. Every time I pass matric, I go to Department of Education, they put my thumb in there, and then and then they take my fingerprint, and then they add on my profile matriculant past 2024. Every time every time I commit a crime, they take my fingerprint, they add their criminal record. Every time I get married, they take my fingerprint and they say, married. Every time I get a driver's license, they put my fingerprint there and say driver's license. So all the officers, all they have to do is just walk around with a small machinery where they say, sir, can you please put your finger here? That's all. That's all. Whether you're from Zimbabwe or you're from Lesotho, from Nigeria, wherever you come from, just put your fingerprint here, sir. Why? We have integrated our Home Affairs and correctional systems properly. And I promise you, I'm the only person I know that speaks like this when it comes to the open border situation, because people don't understand this open border thing. Borders remain there. It is the method of entering the border that changes. The borders remain and must remain there. It's the method of entering another country that changes. We seek no money from you. Walk through the borders. Just put your fingerprint here. Once you put your fingerprint there, then it automatically tells us, no, King actually is wanted in South Africa for a crime that he committed. You understand what I'm saying, my African brothers and sisters? So that information that gets kicked out of the system then prohibits me for going to Lesotho. Because the Lesotho government, they're using the same system as South Africa. South Africa is using the same system as Botswana. Botswana is using the same system as Zambia. Zambia is using the same system as Congo and Malawi and all of the whole countries in the SADC. So once the police people see that, once the police see that, okay, King has got a criminal record, they tell me straight, King, we cannot allow you to go in. You have to go seek. Let's say maybe I wanted to go to a funeral, or I wanted to do some business or whatever that I wanted to do. They say, King, you have to go get a special permit, because anyone with a criminal record that is still standing or still functional or still outstanding in their country cannot cross to another country. I'm telling you, I am the only person in Africa that speaks like this when it comes to the open border situation. They then if I indeed I really need to be in Lesotho for business sake or whatever, I go get a special permit. But let's say in a good situation where I have no criminal record, I have done no wrong in South Africa, I'm going to Lesotho, I put my fingerprint there, and then from putting my fingerprint there, it kicks all the green arrows, green ticks, and then they say, Mr. Hlongwane, welcome to Lesotho. I go in. What can I do and cannot do in Lesotho? I cannot vote in Lesotho because Lesotho will be now a region and not a country. It's a region in Africa. I have entered the Lesotho region. I have entered the Azania region. I have entered the Zimbabwean region. The Zimbabwean region will have a prime minister who rules over them. We take out the head, the title of a president, we put a minister. The minister reports to the main guy who is the president of the country. And the country, which means is Africa. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? So that is what needs to be, that's what needs to happen when we talk about opening the borders. But the opening the borders, one, like I said, if the systems are not integrated, it's not going to work. South Africa alone cannot open its borders to everyone else. Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Namibia are already doing it between the three countries. And those three countries are bordering South Africa. South Africa, Azania, needs to follow what these three countries are doing. Lesotho, Swaziland, and Mozambique will be easy to convince if South Africa joins. But the people are afraid of what? Job opportunities. They are afraid of what? Criminals entering our country. Now, the Home Affairs Minister, Mr. Aaron Motsoaledi, is busy right now changing the Refugees Act and how people enter our country. They call it a white paper. They call it a white paper because it is a white it's a clean document. They like trying to fix all the laws when it pertains to visa obtaining for coming to South Africa. Now, South Africa has got, I think, over 30 different types of visas that you can get. Spouse visa, study visa, work visa, visit visa. There's so many visas that you can get to get into South Africa, and most of them expire or are terminated after 6 months or 1 year, 12 months, 24 months. And usually what happens is that people don't go back wherever they come from. So the problem is not the people. The problem is our systems. Our systems are not working the way they're supposed to work. You understand, my African brothers and sisters? So we need to get a system. We need to get colleges. We need to get schools that train children and preparing them to go and work in that system. Because if we don't prepare them to work in that system, we will always have Africa that lacks a certain skills. Let me read what One Africa channel is saying today. It says, King, people are literally moving in and out of the country. Remember Thabo Bester and Bushiri issue. So closed borders still are failing us. And that's what people don't understand. Even the poor, leave Thabo Baxter and Bushiri alone. They had money. They probably could take out a big envelope there or a bag full of money and give it to one correctional service. A person would just take that bag, put it here, go and open the gate himself. Go and open the border himself. The borders as they are, they don't function properly, or let's say optimally. They don't function the way people think they function. They are just there. Yes, they are there, but it's not a full-blown conclusion that you cannot enter another country without a visa. It's not true. It's not true. So people still will have will still have ways to enter the bar. Look, Bushiri was multiple countries. The same with Thabo Baxter. Thabo Baxter, with people that were assisting him, with Nandipa, was found in Tanzania. What madness is that? How many borders is it to? 3, 4 countries to Tanzania? 3, 4 borders to get there? It's madness. So Bushiri, Malawi, also the same situation. 3 borders, 4 borders that they pass to get to Malawi. The borders don't work, my African people, but we can make the borders work for us as African. We can turn what they thought was to separate us, and we can turn it into a strength. We can have a strength, just like Europe is doing with their borders. We can have the same thing here. Once you board a train that says it's going from Zimbabwe to Namibia, there at the train, like I said, at the train station, all you need to do is to give your fingerprint. That's all. That's all. I don't have to ask you why you're going to Namibia. Just give me your fingerprint. Fingerprint tells me you're not a criminal. So I don't have to ask you, because you've got 90 days to go and visit and do nothing there. You understand what I'm saying? You've got 90 days to go and visit and do whatever you want there. After 90 days, the system will clock to us that so and so has passed the 90 days. So let's say I come back after 91 days. When I'm boarding another train coming back, there's a fee to be paid. Say, you're only allowed to come for 90 days without stating a reason. But now you are here 91 days, an extra day is 1,000 rands, for example. I mean, that can be set down and be debated and all of that. So there's people in Bay Bridge who cross Bay Bridge, work in South Africa, and go back to Zimbabwe and sleep in Zimbabwe every night. Why should you harass those people? Why should you harass those people? You understand what I'm saying? Why should Africans, people will say, what you call a Nigerian brother is in South Africa cutting hair, and that is an issue. He needs to have a scarce skill. You need to have a scarce skill to survive. Is he breaking any crime? Because I don't understand why municipalities have got a problem with that, because they are the ones that are giving permits to those people to have those saloons. In Kimberley, there's one side where you find all our African brothers cutting hair. There's one side. If I want to cut my hair, I go there, and they're very reliable because they never even close. I can go now. What time is it? I'm going to find someone who's going to cut my hair now. All the South African brothers are sleeping. It's Sunday for them. Monday morning, they're not there. The African brothers are there. You want to cut your hair at 7:30 in the morning, you'll find them there. Quickly. What is the problem? What is the problem? The only way for that African brother to gain citizenship is if he marries a South African woman, and that woman gives birth to South African children. If that woman was to go to Nigeria and marry that Nigerian there, those children will be Nigerian. They were born in Nigeria. But our laws currently, they say, no, that children is not Nigerian. That child takes the birth country of their mother. So even if they get born in Nigeria, they are still South Africans. They can come back here and get documents here. And that is the argument that we make for when we speak about our colonizers who are born here. Because you can't just have children. You can't be pregnant in Zimbabwe, come in South Africa, give birth in South Africa, and say your child is South African. Your child is not South African. I'm speaking according to the laws. So why is it that our colonizers who came here and gave birth here, their children are considered Africans? Why? It doesn't make sense the way we hate ourselves as Africans. It doesn't make sense. So I'm saying it's going to take about 200 years, because we need to decolonize ourselves from the language. That is about a good next 90 years straight, unapologetically so, taking off the boards, changing the names, doing everything. 90 years, the whole of Africa can do that. Number one. Number two, we have to integrate the Home Affairs, Department of Health, Correctional Service, Police Service, and which other one? Yeah, those departments have to be one in Africa. All of the African countries must use one system, and that system must be based on fingerprint identification. You understand? Even our eyes have got what you call a different pattern on it. But let's say fingerprint, I'm just speaking for a person maybe who does not have eyes, but they will have obviously an identity number, which they can say, okay, here's my identity. Because I don't understand, why is it when I get stopped by a traffic police and I forgot my license in my other car, and they want to write me a fine for driving without a license? The question is, do I have a license? And from your side, can you check if indeed I have the license? If you can punch in my ID number in some type of a system and see that I have a valid driver's license, why is there a need to write me a ticket? You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So everywhere where you move as an African person, your fingerprint is going to be your passport, your visa, and then your identification number is what we'll be checking you on as an African. We'll be checking, do you have criminal records, which is the main thing. Did you commit a crime wherever you come from? What is your history? What are you doing here? What is your medical history? Our professionals will have that information. As confidential as it is, they will have it at their disposal. So they'll be able to tell me when I land in Congo that no, I'm from South Africa. In South Africa, I'm from a province, and in this province, I'm from this city, and in this city, I've been staying there for 8 years. They will be able to tell me from that, and from my fingerprint, they'll be able to tell me that I have traveled to Zimbabwe, I've traveled to Nigeria, I've traveled to the Ivory Coast, and I've went to Senegal in the past 5 years. They will be able to do that. So when we say open borders, that's it. So unfortunately, with the open borders, the first few years, we're going to have I don't know what to call them, Home Affairs or officers that will be walking in the streets and just taking our fingerprint. Just making sure everyone is accounted for, just, hello, how are you? Can I just have your fingerprint? Give the fingerprint, they check. No, it's fine. Thank you, sir. And that is how you're going to also fight crime. Crime will be fought easily in that way. Everyone is on one unified identification process. Everyone is in that identification process. Just type, I agree, King, or I hear you, King, if you understand what I'm saying before I move to the next topic. The next topic. And I'm going to be speaking about this on a video that you guys are going to see tomorrow. The video of the land issue. The land issue in South Africa. It's the first time I heard a politician speak about land almost the way I'm speaking about it. First time, the PEC president, the interview he did with King Mashaba, is the first time I hear a politician speak about land in South Africa. Almost, I'll even say I'm happy with his vocabulary, what he's saying. He's not saying land expropriation without compensation. He's saying land repossession. What word did he use? There's a word that he used. I was making notes here because I must make a video about that. It's not the... Yes, it's a repossession and restoration and repossession. Taking our land back. That's what he said. We are repossessing. When I hear the word repossess, it makes me smile. Our land, we are repossessing it. Expropriate is also a big name, but other people won't understand. If you tell them, listen, I'm coming to repossess my car, not expropriate my car. What is expropriate? I'm coming to repossess my car. Agree, King. People can go to Limpopo, sell in Zimbabwe, come back and sleep in South Africa. No problem. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not, my African people? Why not? The only thing that makes you guys fear this open border policy thing is because crime. Crime is the main thing. You can't tell me about jobs. Remember, the reason why there is not enough jobs is because we don't own the minerals. The mines control who they want to let in. Those who own our minerals, if you check what happened in Marikana when our African brothers were fighting for a salary increasement to go to 12,500, I don't know what is it that a fully fleshed father with children in a house can do with 12,500. You can't even buy a car. How are you going to buy a car? You're earning 12,500. Where are you going to save? What can you save? You're earning 12,500 rand for going underneath the mine. And the reason the workers were so furious is because the mine owners and the shareholders of the mine got crazy bonuses in December. Millions. One shareholder getting something like 17 million. Other shareholders as big as 200 million, and all of that. Getting serious money as shareholders. They are not even going underground. But the mine workers who are working underneath the ground getting sick most of the times. When you are retiring from the mine, you've got bronchitis, you've got this and that. You die because of your sick. You die slowly because of your sickness. They were getting nothing. They were getting 8,500. In fact, 8,500. You are a mine worker. You are underground. Can't buy a car. Can't do anything. What can you do? If you're an educated one with an engineering degree or diploma or something, you're getting something like 20-something thousand rand. If you are happy with that, African brothers and sisters, it's okay. But these people, they are stealing the minerals and making billions each year and paying you 25,000 rand a year. A month. That does not dent even their spreadsheet. It does nothing to them. And then on top of that, they still cheat our country with paying taxes and do tax invasion tactics to show that the mine is not making profit, is operating at a loss, or is breaking even. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you, I'm telling you, not necessarily you, because your mind is blocked like nobody's business. Some of you, your children's children will be making their first million in a neighboring country because of an idea they have. Some of you, not you, you guys, I don't know. Really, when I speak about the future, I speak about the unborn child, because you guys, we have failed us. We have failed. By the way, we are getting our bank account for PETA. Those who are owed t-shirts will be getting their t-shirts, all of them this week. I've already sent 4 t-shirts already yesterday. So I'm shorting with 6 people that I'm going to send t-shirts again. If you guys click the subscribe button and we hit the 30,000 subscriber before the elections, I'm telling you, I'm going to go crazy with the t-shirts. I'm going to go crazy with the t-shirts. I'm going to send those t-shirts everywhere in South Africa. It will be like we are building a new political party. The t-shirts of PETA. Let me see if I can I can get one t-shirt so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can tell my queen to bring me a t-shirt here. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Let me just bother my queen here. So I've already sent some t-shirts. Antonio. Ntlisetse dikipa tsa paseta mo. Dikipa tsa paseta tsa sekolo mo. Tse dimpšha tse ke di printileng. Yes, so my queen will tell you she's already sleeping. Oh, life of YouTube, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it means the children are sleeping also. So yes, we need to where was I, guys, now as I was speaking? Oh yes, I was saying some of your children will be millionaires in a neighboring country. You know, some of your children are going to make millions in a neighboring country. Your closed mindset is only thinking of your province, your country. You are locking people out. One day, one of these good days, you know, when Africa is united and everything, Zimbabwe will be one of the richest countries in Africa, and everyone will be what you call wanting to go to Zimbabwe, like Dubai, for example. I'm just making an example, and everyone will be saying, "Wow, if you want to do this kind of business, do it in Zimbabwe." And when you get there as a South African, you want to do business, but they say, "No, no, no." But the way you South Africans were treating us, the way you white people, you guys were treating us worse than white people because you are our own brothers. No, yes, I will apologize to the Queen. Please tell her we are sorry. Still have from appreciating her sacrifice. Thank you so much. The Queen should be. I can hear moving out of the house, coming here. My studio is in the garage. I kicked my car out, and I'm in the garage now. Please. Just one, make sure it's fine. Thanks, baby. Very sorry for disturbing your peaceful night. So yes, I got some t-shirts that I need to send to. Let me move this out of the way. Hope you guys can see me. You see that? The Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. I should have been wearing one, actually. See that? So yes, my issue is I wanted to send this also to African countries. I don't know how to send it. But I'm telling you, when we get to 30,000 subscribers, I'm going to be going crazy with the t-shirts. I'm going to be going crazy with the t-shirts. I want everyone to have the t-shirts. We're getting our bank account on, if not this week, supposed to be this week, we're getting our bank account from our bank, and then making sure that, because I hate getting people, taking people want to send money directly to my account. No. If you want to bless me, yes, bless me, but I can't take the school's money into my account, you know, and also we'll have problems with SARS if we do that. So we don't want to make it as seem as if I'm a rich person getting 200 rand from there, 100 rand from there, and all of that. That's gonna get me in trouble when it comes to SARS. You know how they are. SARS is useless until they come for you directly. So once we are done with the education system is the one that is going to solve a few problems. One other problem that it will be sorting out is the language issue. We must, Africans, listen to me. Ngilaleleni kahle, nikutlweleni mpila. Nretseng sentle. My African people, it cannot be. Listen to me, my African people. It cannot be that we are content as Africans that we will speak English forever. It cannot be, my African people. Come on, my people from Al Kabulan. It cannot be that we are content that English is the language we are going to speak. Our children are going to speak. Our grandchildren are going to speak. Our great-great-grandchildren are going to speak. No, it cannot be. It can't. Why is it that Chinese are not worried about English? Why is it that the Russians are not worried about English? Why is it us always as Africans that we don't care about our heritage? Why? It cannot be. So introducing Kiswahili or whatever language, I know some of you still have the traditional tribalism nonsense in your head. It doesn't matter which language it is. I'm just selecting Kiswahili because I love Kiswahili. I don't care, it can be Shona, whatever language, Taura, Shona, Mbichana. So it doesn't matter which language it is. I'm saying as Africa, we need to speak an African language. I don't understand how is it that people need to be convinced for that. I don't understand why our African presidents are not sitting down together and talking about an African language that can unite Africans. It's so nice it will be so nice when a guy from Senegal, my brother from Ghana, coming to South Africa, and when they get here, they speak the African language. I know the African language. We interact with the African language. We hug each other. We kiss each other. That's it. Well, kissing will be obviously for the sisters, not for the brothers. But you know what I'm saying. We unite each other behind that African language. And the curriculums speak to the needs of the educational curriculum, speak to the needs of a specific school, a specific region in Africa. Remember, we'll get rid of the 54 countries and we'll call them 54 regions. Or we'll call them 54 states, like America is doing. You understand what I'm saying, my African people? That one, do not allow your children, because I see it with my children also, do not allow your children to be more fluent in English than their mother's tongue. Don't allow it. Do not allow it, because you are taking us 10 steps back. You guys, you're taking us 10 steps back for not teaching your children an African language to be fluent in. Teach them a word or two a month. You have time, don't worry. My children, because of their Tswana mother, they struggle with the Nguni languages. They are not like me. I grew up in KwaNdebele. So in KwaNdebele already, Tsonga, Ndebele, Swati, and Zulu, they are in your vocabulary because you grow up with those people. You understand? And my mother was Pedi, so Pedi obviously accommodates Sotho and Tswana. Same thing. Same language, different pronunciation here and there. So then what I was left with is Venda. Venda is the only language I slightly struggle with in South Africa, but I can hear it, I can respond there and there, trying my best, Are we easily convinced to be to the English? Ne? When I tell my friends in the UK to teach their children their African language, they get angry with me. They are too African. I like my African language. African languages got different type of a tone and a different type of a feel on the tongue, man. I apologize. I am sorry. or ke kopa maitshwarelo, ngicela uxolo. I mean, Africa has got, I don't know how to explain it, but also in the language, what is embedded in the language is the traditional, spiritual, ancestral, and there's so many things you lose when you don't have a language, because you're not what do you call it? You're not Britain. What do they call white people again? What do they call these useless people again? British. What do they call them? British. Well, that whatever. You're not British. You don't understand British culture. You don't understand why they wear what they wear. You don't understand why they speak what they speak. The English language is one of the weakest language in the whole world, with only 24 letters. When you come to the Xhosa language, you've got more than 120 clicks, different clicks. We've got the richness of our languages in Africa is crazy. Numbers, symbols, and letters in our African languages, they are more than the English language. That's why when you are even translating their holy book into our African languages, there's some things that they don't make sense in our African languages. It's like, what are we talking about here? What are we saying here? The Arabic language, even that, is more advanced than English. English is a very weak language, but we pride ourselves because we went to school in this language. We pride ourselves because we sound more sophisticated in this language. No pride as Africans. Absolutely no pride as Africans. Like my brother Ndebele, I wonder, Ndebele, where are you from in Ndebele? Zim or South Africa? Zim or South Africa? Because I think those are the two major countries that speak Ndebele. There might be some Ndebele people in Zambia. There might be some Ndebele people there. But I'm wondering, Ndebele, tell me where you coming? Siko Ndebele. Ndebele. That's a nice surname to have. It's like Zulu. The Ndebele is a language, so to have a surname that speaks about your tribe, it's important. But what Africans don't know is that Ndebele is actually a family. White people, the way they used to separate us, they used to separate us according to our kings. So the king that they met and fought in KwaZulu-Natal is King Shaka. And so the people were called Zulus. You'll correct me if I'm right or wrong. Sorry, I meant to say they are too African. The British don't speak proper English. Yeah, whatever they speak, those racist, pale-skinned nonsense. Just tell me where you're from, Siko Ndebele. Because Ndebele is, I think Ndebele is my strongest language because I grew up in Kwandebele. So my African people, when we come to the way our colonizers were naming us, is because of the king that they met in that region. You understand? Motswana is a surname. Mosotho is a surname. It's a surname of the people. It's not actually a language. The language was already developed and being spoken there, and then they just change it into saying those people are Zulu people. They interpreted the whole tribe according to the main person that they met. I'm ready, Zulu King. coronation, there was a king in Tanzania who is a descendant of the king from KwaZulu-Natal. We are one as Africa. No, for sure. When it comes to the what we call the Nguni languages, my goodness, from the whole of Central Africa down to the south of Africa, same thing, same thing. Oh, Tanzania, I've got um, um, a brother here that I started a business with. His name is Paul Kasimba. He's from Tanzania. Such nice people in Tanzania. Such crazy nice people. Very respectful people. Tanzania, clean talkers also. Tanzanian people. I love my Tanzanian people. Yeah, I love you guys so much. So yes, now I'm losing my thought process now again. Oh yes. So when you hear something about the Shangan people, by the way, I'm not Shangan, I'm Tsonga. Shangan and Tsonga is not the same thing. People don't know this, but we have to continuously educate you guys that Tsonga, Shangan was a Zulu man, who fought with his family, I believe his uncle or something like that, and ran away from KwaZulu Natal. And Uso Shangani, that's what his name was. Uso Shangani went to a tribe in Mozambique that is a Tsonga tribe. The Tsonga has got a very rich, long history in the southern part of Africa. And then when he ran away, it was not only him, it was other Zulu men that accompanied him. And because they left without women, they got into this tribe that was called Tsonga and dominated the tribe because they were more militant minded than the Tsonga people. The Tsonga people was a trading tribe. They were doing business. That's what they knew. Anyway, that's another day for another. It's another story for another day. So that's what happens when it comes to fixing the language. Even in that's what I want to do when it comes to PASETA. I want us to have online classes. Who's ready for the online classes of PASETA? Who's ready for the online classes? Peace in Pan African, my brother is still a brother from Limpopo. Thank you so much, my brother. Who's ready for the online classes of Pan Africanism? Because we need, as we are still waiting for our school to be built and everything, we need to make sure that the online classes are there for especially our what you call our African brothers who are staying in Europe and overseas. You understand? It's your sister. My name is Skonziwe. Oh, sister. Okay. And Debele. My mother is Zulu, and you Uratebe. Okay, mother is Ratebe and my father is from Zimbabwe. Yes. So yeah, I knew the surname. I think the surname I knew that it's thanks my sister. I don't see the profile. You'll excuse me for that. I will maintain until I meet another tribe, or we must also stop using this word tribe. Tribe is not the right word for a clan. The Zulu clan is not a tribe. A tribe is Zulu, Xhosa, and Ndebele. That's the Nguni tribe. It's tribe is three people. Tribe is three. I know they have demonized the triangle and all of that, but tribe is three things put together. They call it a tribe. The Zulu is a clan. The Khoisan clan. I mean, the Khoi clan, the Nama clan. The Khoisan Nama is a tribe. It's three things. We know what tribe means, but we always confuse it. A person saying I'm in Twinyo. So I wanted to say I will always maintain that Zimbabweans are the most kind-hearted people I have met in my life. I won't lie. King, I'm on instructional designer and curriculum developer. Online courses are my thing. Let's talk. Okay, let me send you my email because That's what we need. That's what we need you to contribute your input to the school, the Pan African School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture. The visuals are not so great. Why you guys are not telling me about the visuals? Not so clean. Let me type in my email there. You should have my email anyway. Why don't you have my email, guys? Send me an email. We will obviously exchange numbers there, Mr. Malunzi, and then we will see what we can arrange, because online classes is something that we need to do as PASETA. I want us, when the school opens, we must be so far ahead in terms of the brand recognition. God, thank you. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much, my brother. May you stay blessed. I want us to be so ahead when it comes to introductory of the school in terms of the brand, the recognition. I want us to be so ahead when it comes to the study material. I want us to be so ahead when we come to professionals, lectures, and people that will be coming and teaching at our school. I want them to be already introduced online, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to accumulate the right amount of money for me to build the school. And I said, you see, Dr. Uma Johnson, they are calling with the wrong surname. Dr. Uma Johnson, now known as Uma Ifatunde, I think he's going at something like 7 years, 8 years building the school. I think the school is only opening now this year. I don't think it will take us that long to build a Pan-African school in South Africa. With the money, I don't see it taking 24 months. With the right money. Because like I said, everything is already almost done. The registration at the Department of Education, the company registration. Now we're getting the bank details, and we're going to go into a roadshow where we're going to be doing the fundraising for the school, getting the land, and just building our school. It should not take 24 months. If we don't open in the winter of next year, 2025, then 2026 January, the school has to be up. The school has to be up, and you guys, you have to assist me with your professional expertise in whatever field that you're doing that you think can benefit the school. I cannot do this alone. I absolutely cannot do this alone. As it is, I'm already a busy person. As it is, like when I get time for myself, I sleep. That's how busy I am. When I have time, an hour, or whatever the time is that I have, all I can think about is my family, my house, my bed. That's it. I don't get time. Then I say, oh, let me go out. Let me just go out and see the bras. Let me go. I don't have time for that. I don't. I simply don't have time for like luckily my friends, they are busy friends also. I have busy friends. I have busy friends. We have to arrange months ahead to see each other, and still when we get to that date, there's something that came up. There's some clashes. We'll end up having a Zoom meeting. It's so funny. I don't even have friends. I'm that busy. And every man should be that busy, because like I said to all the young men, you will never be 30 something years old ever again in your life. You will never be 40 something years ago again ever in your life. When you reach your 50s, your backbone will be giving you problems. Your knees will be giving you problems, because some of you are not exercising. At least me, I try to do gym 4 times a week, at minimum 3 times. So you need to exercise. God has given you one body. Nobody will ever take care of this body. Every man, when they get off their bed, they should go down and give me 20 push-ups. When they get in the bathroom, as you pour the water in, give me 20 more push-ups. Leave the house after doing 50 push-ups. When you come back and do 50, for some of you 50 is nothing good. Just exercise those shoulder muscles. Just make sure that you are pushing your weight up and down. Don't only exercise, gentlemen. Exercise also. Exercise also. Take care of your body, because we can't tell you guys to be on a strict diet because you guys are not eating African food. You are eating anything that is in front of you. You're just chowing, just anything you eat. So I want the school to be advanced in terms of that. That is why specifically we put agriculture in there. We want our African people to, because your food is your medicine. What you eat makes you sick. And I've got a brother from Dr. Doolittle from Eastern Cape. He's going to take care of that part of nutrition and agriculture. He's already doing it in Eastern Cape anyway. Such a knowledgeable man. When he talks about the root cause of sicknesses and all of that, I do calisthenics, king. I stay in shape. I am 100 push-ups up a day. Yeah, that's 100 push-ups up a day. It's good. 100 push-ups up a day. It makes you feel like a man. It makes you feel good. Ladies, for you is 100 squats. You need to get those glutes up. You need to get those hips tight. You need to get that buttocks stiff. You know, you need to get ladies squats. They work the stomach also. When you wake up, just stand next to your bed without even brushing your teeth and just give me 50 squats. That's it. That's it. There is no learner that is going to come to Paseta. They can come fat. When they leave Paseta, they will be fit. You know, you're going to exercise by force. You're going to take care of your body by force. Some of the people have got sinuses because of their weight. Some people have got high blood because of their weight. Yes, it's Dr. Doolittle. Such a what is Dr. Doolittle's name again? Such a wow, man, such a gentleman, man, such a gentleman. I have played some of his videos. Um, um, I played some of his videos here. I'll try to advertise his business more. I was speaking to him not so long ago. What's his name again? Oh, another thing is my WhatsApp that is so busy. My goodness. Dumisane. I think his name is Dumisane. Yes, his name is Dumisane. Mlambo. Dumisane Mlambo. He must also get a t-shirt. I must just tell him to send me his things. Love this brother so much. Love him so much. So much. Send him a gift. I owe him something for his birthday. Yes, so my African people, that's what we want to do when it comes to Ntonyo, Dumisane Mlambo. Yes, that's his name. Yes, that's his name. We're talking. The last time he sent me a voice note, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy knows so much. It's not even funny. Because I was asking him, my wife has got kidney stones that she's removing right now. Used to work closely with him in Hebrew community. Really? Wow. You see how small this world is. This world is so small, eh? And one thing that I want to also make sure, because one thing that God has blessed me with is I'm a good judge of character, because who we bring into the school can make or break the school. When people don't understand the Pan-Africanist vision that we have for the school, and they are just coming for maybe for salaries or for popularity, or when things are new, people are excited and they want to join the new thing so that they can be known. So once I meet people face to face, I would say 90% of the time I'm right as to the judgment I make according to their character. Like my discernment spirit is on a prophetic level. I don't play. You can't touch dog on diet and nutrition on the. He's the best, hands down. Yeah, and for me, he's also the best. Man. Yeah, for me, he's the best. He's the best, and uh, with welcoming him to Paseta is going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing, and also I like working with young people. I don't like working with old people. We can have old people for other things, but when I say old, I mean over 50. I like working with young people. I need my people to be young. I need my people to be young because I'm such a respectful. My African bringings are so respectful. For me to call an elder to order, it takes a lot. Even in my businesses, when it's an elder, I have to tread carefully on my word selections on that. I've got a video to make. Let me push 13 more minutes to cover my topic today. And I am saying to my African brothers and sisters, it should bother us that King is so fluent in English. King praat so mooi Afrikaans. Afrikaans hy gly af die tong uit. It's pure rubbish. When my father's language, Tsonga, I'm not that fluent in it as I'm fluent in Afrikaans, the colonized language, and English. Luckily, I've got Ndebele and Pedi, and Tswana. I'm very fluent in those languages. I read and write. So we have to worry as African brothers because it starts with a generation. It starts with a word. It starts with a seed. It starts with someone who is brave that says enough is enough. And our enough is enough is PASETA, the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Agriculture, and Technology. We are registered people. We are registered. There's no going back. This is our mission. This is what it's going to take us some time. But if we do it and another group of African children do it in Tanzania, another group of African children do it in Zimbabwe, we are going to win Africa 1 year, one spirit, one soul, one school at a time. And I said it cannot be that the school is our holy measure of success. We've got so many things to build. If we can put money together, it should not take us a month to build a clinic. A clinic is just walls, ladies and gentlemen. Once we build that clinic, the department has got no choice but to equip that clinic. You understand what I'm saying? Other schools we build it and hand it over to the government. Why not? We build PASETA, we build branches of PASETA in different countries and different regions. I have sent you an email, my king. Thank you, my lord. We will take conversations there. Yeah, no, definitely. We'll speak about it further on the emails. I'll send you my numbers there so we can WhatsApp. It bothers me. Google, not our thing. YouTube, not our thing. WhatsApp, not our thing. What is it that we are doing as Africans? What are we busy with? What are we busy with? Why can't we have a black-owned network or chatting site or whatever where we do these things, we still get paid? Because we as Africans are always the most the highest consumers in all these things. We're on YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google. You send me an email to my phone. My phone is Huawei is owned by China. You send me an email, then I have to get up work. I have to be on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is not African. Unfortunately, we are busy drinking alcohol, king. Oh goodness. Western Cape and Northern Cape, we transport high grade grapes to Italy and all of these countries that make wine. High grade. I'm talking about high grade. I'm not talking about grapes that get that grow in an empty field. I'm talking about grapes that grow in a field that has a net over it. That is high grade grapes. No incense in that net. There's sprays that they spray there. There's things that they do to make sure that they the grapes grow a certain size and everything. So we are exporting those things. Africans, alcohol is killing us. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Um, well, I tried, but alcohol simply did not like my stomach because I finished school, what we call grade 12, without drinking. I was a church boy and a soccer star and another athletic boy. So I finished school. I was too busy with soccer and church. At church, I was playing drums. So I was just too busy doing those things. I did not have a chance to go out and drink and all of that. So I finished school. The only time I drank alcohol was when I was in the South African State Theatre, where I studied dance, drama, and acting, script writing, and all of that. That was my first passion because I thought I belong in TV. I'm going to be on TV. I'm the best dancer in the whole of South Africa. That's what I thought in those times, and I wasn't really good. I traveled a lot because of my dancing and acting skills. So um, that's where I met other brothers and sisters in the art school, and that's where I drank alcohol. But we would just do too much, and every time when I drink, I get sick. And when um, I moved to Kimberley, um, no, just before me and my wife got serious, she was drinking, I was drinking, and I said, no, if I want to marry you, you'll have to stop drinking because I can't have a wife that's drinking. And then she stood up. She was in my room. She stood up and went to the bathroom that was in my room, and she poured the alcohol in the basin. And I stood up from the bed. I was like, what are you doing? She said, oh, you said you don't want someone that drinks. And from that day, I'm telling you, I was like, I'm wifing this one. She never drank from that day. Well, not never, never. We still, when we go out, I think when we went to Mauritius, we bought a wine when we were ship cruising and all of that. Uh, you know, but we don't drink at all because once you start bringing the children in the family, all those naughty things, they must learn them from outside there, not in the house. I agree, King. So much we can do ourselves with our community. Let's build. I want paseta in my neighbor in Venda. Definitely. Definitely. I'll be coming back that side. I'll be in Guyana very soon. I want to go to Venda also. Yesterday, I decided that I need. Did I skip a comment? Oh, Cynthia says, very true, King. If we put money together, we can do more. We can really, uh, we can really on government. Yes, Cynthia. Her T-shirt is on her way to her. She'll be getting a T-shirt, I think, Wednesday or Thursday next week. Wapiwe says, yesterday I decided that I need to do something for Africa. May God lead me. We can't be a disappointment to our forefathers. Youth Africa, let's rise. Oh, that's, you know what? That's what, Antonio Apiwe, that is my biggest fear. my biggest fear is our children and the generation that comes after them asking us, no, we hear what you are complaining about. We hear your complaints. Please just tell us one thing that you did. You. And you are looking around you I was busy making a living. Even in that living, your pension is so little. You don't have the dream car, you don't have the dream house, you don't have the dream nothing. What are we going to say to the next generation? What is it that we did? That is the only reason we are building Paseta. That is the only reason. It's so that when the next generation bring us to the court and they say, when they say, you generation, you old people, by that time we'll be 50 years, 60 years, they will say, keep quiet, don't say anything in this meeting, because you, in your times when you were youth, when you were in your 20s, when you were in your 30s, all you knew was to do a YouTube channel and complain the whole day. You did nothing. Understand what I'm saying? Please explain what you mean by saying Africa rule again. Devon Oystesen. No, I don't reply to white people. You understand what I'm saying? They will ask us. They will ask us. Our children will be our judgment king. What did you do? When Apila, I just came across with this live session, guys. What is Paseta and what does it do? Oh, okay, we've got a new person here. There is Paseta for you. Paseta is the Pan-African School of Technology, Economics, and Agriculture. Economic, Technology, and Agriculture. Paseta, that is the name of the school that we are building here. Paseta, can you guys see this properly? That is the logo of our school. That is the school that we have registered. We as the channel has registered this school, and we have said we want to do something for the coming generation so that we cannot be judged and we cannot be questioned that what is it that we did. We cannot be questioned as to what is it that we did. By the way, this t-shirt, this logo was designed by you guys. You guys designed this logo. Someone on the comment section said, King, I'm a graphic designer. Send me your email. Let's talk. And this is the beautiful logo that they did for us. The Pan-African School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture. PASETA. That is what PASETA means. You know, we like abbreviating things so that we don't have to say the whole word every time. So Paseta is what we're talking about. And this t-shirt, unfortunately, is not yours. It's not mine. It's got people that it belongs to. I've sent 3 t-shirts yesterday. I'm sending, four t-shirts yesterday. I'm sending 6 more. I send t-shirts every time I get 10,000 more subscribers. So I send t-shirts when we got to 10,000 subscribers, and when we got to 20,000 subscribers, and then printed another batch and said sending that. So when we get to 30,000 subscribers, I'm going to try and do a little bit more in terms of the numbers of the t-shirt. In my heart, I would like to do 100 in my heart. I don't know in my wallet, in my bank, what we're going to do, because YouTube does give us money, guys. You do get your 2,000 rand, 3,000 rand, 4,000 rand, 5,000. You do get something out of YouTube. It's not much, considering the amount of work that a person puts in, and I told you guys I do like something like 60 something videos a month. 60 something videos a month. You guys can go and fact check me. In January, I did 87 videos in January alone. So Yeah, but we do get something. So that money I get from YouTube, I buy the t-shirts, I print them, and I send it for free to people. The only two people is Cynthia and what's the other guy's name? Um, Let me check. I'm just checking here. He's from Standard 10. Who's that brother from Standard 10? Nkosana, Uluka. Uluka, they bought my book. My book is I said Linna. So they bought the book. So I send them the book also. Those are the people. So I need to print more of the book because the book is selling like crazy. Let me go on the comment section before I miss something. So who's this Apiwe? I hope you got the explanation. Just say I did of what paseta is. Um, so let me just check quickly the comment section. It says I spelled colonization wrong. Just imagine. Um, Everyone must share the link to this channel on our own channels and pages. Let's help each other. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Let's follow One Africa channel. Let's make sure we follow One Africa channel, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do that now if I'm not already a subscriber there. Let me see. One Africa channel. One Africa channel. I don't know why people are so stingy with subscription. One Africa channel, go to channel. Okay, they've got One Africa channel has got 257 subscribers, 58 with my channel. They're posting some African content there, some serious into their last post was what you call 11 days ago. They need to post more. One Africa channel, you need to post more. You need to post more. Keep on sharing this stuff. Keep on making content and make sure that you post because YouTube is it's a jungle. It's a jungle. There's so many what you call YouTube channels. It's not even funny. So I was actually uploading something. Oh my goodness, I did not even change the name and it's already up. I was uploading something. I did not even change the name. Now you are reminding me. So as I'm working here, I'm working this side and I did not change the name, the Julius Malema video, but at least I did a picture for it. So yes, my African brothers, in conclusion, in conclusion, in conclusion, One Africa, the channel, absolutely agree. We must create a network into yes. There's nothing that we can do without each other. Africans, there's nothing we can do without each other. If you think you can be an island on your own, like South Africans like thinking, like they are the Dubai of South of of Africa, like they don't need anyone else. The day is coming. The day is coming where you're going to need other people. That's one thing I have learned. Um, I have learned a long time ago. The day is coming where you're going to need other people. The day is coming. So don't be that person that thinks that they don't need. Thank you for reminding me for that. Mhm. So don't be that person that thinks they can do everything themselves. You need people to what can I say to pick up to lift your casket even on the day you die. I promise you, you need people. I share the King live link. Okay, thanks for that. My King channel is Ubuntu Awakening. Ubuntu Awakening. Let's check Ubuntu Awakening. Well, guys, let's just take these 2 seconds to follow these channels, please. We don't pay anything when we follow a channel. Let's check Ubuntu. Let me just do that for my brother and sisters here who've got channels here. Ubuntu Awakening. I think I'm already following that. Ubuntu Awakening. Let me see. Ubuntu Awakening, guys, 48 subscribers, 49 with mine. I'm not following this channel. What is going on? Ubuntu Awakening. They just posted their last video 14 hours ago. Wow, a lot of interesting content here. A lot of interesting content. Wow. You see, how was I going to meet these people? Guys, Ubuntu Awakening. Follow Ubuntu Awakening, guys. Just go right now on, I don't care if you go out of the live, you will come back, it's fine. Follow Ubuntu Awakening. Follow these people. These people can't have 50 subscribers or whatever it is. Follow Ubuntu Awakening. Someone did follow. Let me see. Yeah, some of you did follow. Thank you so much, because I was 58. So they've got 50 now. They need to get to 1,000 subscribers. They need to get to 1,000 subscribers. Ubuntu Awakening. Ubuntu Awakening. Wow. Let's hope we can gain some knowledge here on the Ubuntu Awakening. Some awakening there. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's do a few more channels, guys. My channel is still tiny. There's no tiny. Oh, I remember those days when I was struggling. You're not posting enough, my brother. There's no tiny channels. There's no tiny channels. You're not posting enough. So how can I participate in PETA? Well, in PETA, the way you can participate is you have to obviously have a skill, knowledge, and my sister, skill, knowledge, or expertise that you possess, that you're going to have to contribute in the school. That's number one. That's if you want to participate physically. So like I said, we will be doing the online classes. I'm just finishing off the registration and everything, because for some classes I'm going to pay, for some classes I'm not, because we have to manage the piggy bank that we have. And also, there's people that we have a wall of fame in PETA. The wall of fame is going to be a big wall that has names and badges inside a glass. Have you seen when you go to a school where they announce which matriculant did the best in which year? They will say 2019 the best matriculant was Kagiso Hlongwane, or they will have that wall of fame for athletics and all of that. We're going to have that wall of fame for PETA, for everyone that is going to contribute any cent. The reason why I'm going to do that wall of fame is because I want to acknowledge every cent, every African that is going to be contributing towards the school. I'm going to write their name on a wall. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want, if someone asks you, what have you done for African children? You need to say, I am one of the people that helped build PETA. I'm not going to write what your contribution was. It's just going to say, I'm not sure about the big title that we're going to have there. It's going to say partners and sponsors or something like that. Something there just to tell people these are the people that help us build the school. And it's going to have your name there. Whether you take 100 Rand 100,000, 1 million, or 10 million, it's going to have your name there. There's not going to be a difference in the names. There's not going to be a golden wall, a platinum wall, a silver wall. It's just going to be one wall in the main hall where our children assemble. We're going to write your names, guys, there. Everyone's name is going to be there. Everyone's name is going to be there. And that's one way to, another way to participate in PASETA. So, like I said, we already have Katleho Siema, who has designed the logo for us. Paid that man absolutely nothing. He said, King, that is my contribution. Imagine the pride that he's going to have when he tells his children's children that I'm the one who designed that logo. I'm the one who designed the logo for that school. I'm the one who built that gate. I'm the one who built that wall. I'm the one that did whatever. So we're going to have that type of impact in terms of recording our people who are saying, I want to do something. And Ukatleho is also designing the cover of my book, my latest book, Seed of a Black Man. Seed of the Black Man. The book is coming out 2025 in March. So that's my birthday month because I need money to launch the book properly. So that's what is going to happen, my African brothers and sisters. Let me just go on the channel. My channel is still tiny. I've read that. So how can I contribute? I've read that. Please help with your subscription, guys. Yeah, let's just help with the subscription, guys. When you don't like the channel, you can unsubscribe later. Just subscribe today. Just subscribe today, please. Just go and subscribe today. I've subscribed to Ubuntu Awakening just now. I'm number 50. Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that with number 50. Thank you, King. I appreciate it. You guys of the channels, every time when we are live, please just remind us so that when there's new people, we can get your subscription going. I have actually, you guys don't know this. I have another channel. The channel is African Mojolo. Can we type African Mojolo? African Mojolo with King. You guys know how to type African Mojolo. It's a fun channel that I'm doing for myself. I think I started 2 weeks ago also. I think it has 10 subscribers. Yes, it has 10 subscribers. You guys, African Mojolo, can we give African Mojolo everything that has to do with African relationship and everything African Mojolo? African Mojolo is a channel where we speak about relationships in the content of Africans. African Mojolo. We have 10 subscribers there. It's an embarrassment for King to have 10 subscribers, but anyway, we're working slowly but surely. The first videos that you guys are gonna get there is videos on how to start a YouTube channel. How to start a YouTube channel. That's the reason why I started that channel. I wanted to teach people how to start a YouTube channel. But anyway, then I moved to the African thing. Yes, it was supposed to be a channel for teaching people how to get subscribers and all that. Check that channel out, especially you guys that have got the new channels or the smaller channels. Check that channel and watch the first few videos. Is going to help you. Thank you so much, guys. 2 of you have subscribed. I appreciate it so much. We're gonna have fun on that channel. That channel is for relationships, and you will know a king that is not here, because here we have our Pan-African. I need to cut my hair also. Our Pan-African what you call head on. Okay, you are right, King. I have been focused on building the channel. I've not been, but now I have renewed focus. Come on, my brother. Come on, my brother. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's build, man. Thank you, Apile. Thank you so much. I have followed them on my Oh my, yeah, guys, you don't pay anything to follow. Let's follow. Why not? I think what you are talking about is key, my brother. It speaks to having pride with ourselves. Yes. Missed you, my African brother. Esh, mina Peter. Yeah, today you missed me in Jayam. Today you missed me. Thank you, One Africa Channel. Cynthia Siyabonga Katlego. Yeah, Katlego wenza umsebenzi omuhle. I mean, he killed that. He sent me two logos, but when I saw that one, I was like, don't even waste your time. Lol, African Mojolo, nice. Yes, that's what we do here. I'm going to change that name. I don't like the word Mojolo because other people from Africa don't know what that word means. So I don't know. I'm going to change that word this week. I'm gonna change that word. I just subscribed Africa. I remember trying YouTube with King and could not get it. Yes, that's the reason. I think you told me that you couldn't find YouTube with King, and that's what I did. But then I changed it because it's easier to find this one. Thank you. Okay, that's the last comment. That's the last comment. Yeah, let's support each other. If I mean, you see it with people failing to just you know click a subscribe button for a channel, and you're like, "Hey, are we going to ever come out of the woods as Africans, so to say?" That's why the topic today was it's gonna take about 200 years for us to get out of this impact, the mindset, the selfish mindset that these people have put us in. You see it in South Africa, the way white people, they just want themselves alone. And they've managed to take Ubuntu, that word is no longer with us as Africans. We are we are we are what you call, we are now selfish. It's my children, it's my car, it's my house, it's my channel, it's my data. No, let's share, my African people. There's so many sacrifices that me and you are going to do in terms of Paseta. King, I'm just trying, and actually want to upload mainly the shots. Yes, do shots. Listen, people, there's money online. There's money online. The money I'm getting from YouTube is money I would have not have gotten otherwise. There is money on you guys. Every single one of you need to have a YouTube channel. In fact, I will get angry and change African Mojolo back into this that YouTube thing, that because I got monetized for this channel in less than a month. In 1 month, I had 1,000 subscribers, and I started this channel in March, April, May. I got my first payment. It was 4,800 rand from YouTube. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. King, is it possible with it take us 200 to most likely our generation must just be happy to lay the foundation? Yes, with our generation, it's just laying the foundation. We sesihlulekile, re paletswe, our generation, most of you will not learn Kiswahili if it's not forced on you. Most of you will not learn Kiswahili if it's not forced on you. The children that are going to be in Paseta are going to be forced to learn Kiswahili. Like you are forced to learn English, like you are forced to learn Portuguese, like you are forced to learn French and all the other rubbish language from our colonizers. We're going to force you to learn Kiswahili. It's going to be a force. You're not going to have an option not to learn Kiswahili. You understand what I'm saying? So for our children, it's going to be like that. For you guys, it's not going to be like that because Kiswahili, according to my plans and the trajectory that I have, is that it's going to be introduced in the workspace and in the countries once the politicians catch the train. Without the politicians, we can't do anything. That's why someone said, King, why don't you join the EFF? Why don't you join ATM? Why don't you? I'm not a politician. I'm just not. I'm good in administration. I'm good in working with people, but I'm not a politician. Our politicians, we can influence them, because remember, we are the ones that give the power to the politicians. So they will come to us. They will work with us once the right politicians are there. If we are blessed to have that combination that Senegal has, that the combination of Fair and Usman. What's Usman's surname? Fair and Usman. Let me say Fair and Usman, the president and the prime minister of Senegal. That combination, whew, my goodness, Senegal, I'm telling you, is going to be one of the best countries in the west of Africa. I'm already prophesying on that because of those two young men. Because young men, they don't have fear. They don't have fear. You understand what I'm saying? They just don't. I mean, the first thing he did, he grabbed the mic and just told the French president to go to where to get off. That's the first thing he did. The old men of Ghana, not Ghana, of Nigeria, they are still kissing the French people's ass. Not these young men that we have today. So that's why I said to you guys, if you want Julius Malema, you need him now. For me, if Julius Malema is not president for the next 5 years, I'm not interested in having a Julius Malema that's 50 years old. I'm simply not interested. He's not going to be the same. We need people to be president in their 30s and 40s. That's the president we need. Listen, people are speaking about Thomas Sankara. He died 35 years old. Imagine the impact that he had in his 20s, in his 30s, early 30s, for you to speak about him. Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, he is even the guy that renamed the country. He's the one that gave the name to Burkina Faso. 35 years old, assassinated him, killed him. Come on, speak about Lumumba. Speak about Samora Machel. Speak about the young heroes. Speak about Robert Sibuku. Speak about Chris Hani. Well, Chris Hani was a little bit older, but you understand what I'm saying. Speak about Sibuku. Those are the heroes that died when they were still young. But even today, we're still speaking about them because of the impact that they left here. It is a sin for you and me not to leave some type of impact in our communities, hell, in our families. When you pass away in your family must mourn and celebrate at the same time, because you will leave a big void in your family that nobody else can pick, because God selects one every generation. Every 100 years, only one. You understand what I'm saying? Are you going to be that one in your family? I have chosen. That's why I wrote this book. I said Linna. Linna is a Pedi and Tswana and Sutu word for me too. I said me too. I said I also want to be one of those, because it's difficult to translate our languages to English. You can say me as well. I said Linna. It was me saying I am sick and tired. Solomon Mahlangu, very young, 21 years old. People are speaking about Solomon Mahlangu forever. We will forever speak about Solomon Mahlangu because of the words that he uttered. You can imagine if he was 21 years old and he was being hanged. What type of life did he have from 17 to 21? You are living a boring life. You don't want to post on YouTube. You don't want to be involved in community things. You are not on the community WhatsApp group. You don't have an input, but you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge. God has chosen you. You have chosen not to participate. You don't want to help any African brother. Don't want to subscribe there, don't want to subscribe there, don't want to take out 10 rand here. You have absolutely no contribution to someone else's life. It's only about you. It's only about you. Nobody must gain anything from you. It's about you and your little family. And even in your family at large, you don't have the impact that you're supposed to have. You understand what I'm saying? Let me answer this question here. We can learn Kiswahili, King. Don't give up on us. Oh, show my queen. Show my queen. Show my queen. We can definitely learn. Siko says, are you charged to do YouTube videos? Okay, YouTube is owned by Google. Now, Google places ads on YouTube. When you guys see a clip, an advert that comes, it gives you 5 seconds, usually 5 to 8 seconds. It was 3 seconds in the beginning. They give you 5 seconds to skip. Once you don't skip, because remember, YouTube and Google always tap our phones, so they know our interests. When you love, when you are too much on TikTok, you will see a TikTok advert. When you are too much on politics and whatever, you will see educational advert. When you like a certain product, maybe cars or whatever, you will see that type of advert, because they are tracking our information 24/7. Because when you guys click there, I agree, you don't read the terms and conditions, you don't read the fine print. YouTube and Google have got a full access on your phone 24/7 as long as your device is on. There's a court case that they've taken Facebook to court because of what I'm talking about, even TikTok. You understand what I'm saying, my African people? So when you are a YouTuber and you get what we call 1,000 subscribers, you get what they say is monetized. I'm not going to talk about 4 hours watch time, because by the time you get to 1,000 subscribers, you should have passed unless if you're only doing shorts. Those who want to do shorts, you're not going to win with shorts on YouTube. You need millions of subscribers and millions of views for shorts to make you money on YouTube. Do your research. YouTube is not if you want to do shorts, go to TikTok. You're going to make more money on TikTok. I believe on Instagram as well, but not on YouTube. On YouTube, you will need millions of views or on for YouTube to pay you for shorts. Okay, number one. Number two, we are switching now to the other channel. So when YouTube plays an advert on my channel, they are using my platform, my audience, to advertise Standard Bank. So Standard Bank has paid YouTube, says, listen, we are paying for 1 million hours. Spread them amongst your content creators, but spread them amongst content creators that have got clients that like our type of product. You understand? So Standard Bank has already given the bulk of the money to Google. Google is the one that pays us, guys. So Google takes that money and spreads it around the content creators. It says, we are giving you first 5 seconds as a client to press skip. If you don't skip, it means there's something that interests you in that advert. So for every second after that, your boy King gets paid. Doesn't get paid much. YouTube then, Google then gives me a cut of that, because Google advertises on YouTube. Remember, Google owns YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? So, what is that thing? So when you are a new content creator, you will get this letter. When you get to 1,000 subscribers, they will send you this letter. This letter has got your name. Oh, well, let's not put my address there. But anyway, it's got a pin. You will put this pin. And once you type this pin in, you will then be able to insert your banking details. And then YouTube will then start paying you every 23rd of the month. I'm telling you, when I got paid my first 4,800 rand, whew, you can imagine how poor we are as people, eh? Mr. Easy Imale with no money, nothing, and then YouTube pays me 4,000 something. I was excited. Because by then I had a few subscribers, or only 1,000 subscribers. But I thought, yo, if I'm making 4,000, it means I will make more. No, it doesn't work like that. Next month can be 1,200. The following month can be 2,000 something. The other month can be 10,000 rand. The other can be 25,000 rand. The other month it comes down to 13,000. It just depends on the people who are watching your adverts on your channel. Adverts pay us is not the views that pay us. You can have people that have 1 million views, but every time an advert comes on their channel, the people are skipping. They are not watching the ads. They skip. So he does not make a lot of money when we speak about that. I hope I answered that question. Very passionate about YouTube, so you will excuse me. Boring life, no input, no impact. Justice. African people, how they are, man. It's not night time right now. How the hell does it look like in the afternoon? What else this one saying? Nothing, lo. Sometimes is confidence fearing the camera. Yeah, those who say they fear the camera, go to African Mojolo, watch my first 3 videos. That is going to help you guys with the confidence that you're talking about. It's going to help you. Don't worry, I've considered that in my other channel. What are we saying? Thank you, my king, for your advice. We'll try to put more videos, and you don't have a chance. You must put more videos, because the more you put more videos, then YouTube sees, oh my God, this person is serious, and start advertising you to many other clients. Really, how do we improve views? So guys, we're not gonna talk about YouTube channels and all of that. How you improve views is just simply post. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, do not worry about views. Worry about the volume of work you put in. You cannot be a YouTuber that has less subscribers than me, but you post less than me. Me, who has more subscribers than you, I post more than you. Who do you think is going to get more subscribers? Obvious, me. Why? The people they know every time when they wake up, because I post 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night sometimes, and sometimes in between. The people they know, once they get, when they wake up, they're gonna get a king. I almost called myself with another name. King Easy Money Enenge video. They know each and every day, no fail. Every day. Like I said to you guys, I post like 60 something times a week. I mean, not a week, I mean a month. I post like when I say I have not worked, that's when I've posted maybe 14 times a week. That's when I say I have not worked. 14 times is a small number for me. You understand? So I want to show you guys something. Because now you guys, okay. I hope you guys can see that. This is 1 April to 7 April. This is 1 week, guys. 1 week. Can you guys see that? And YouTube sends you this report every week. So you can see I've posted 14 times with 9 shots or something like that. I went live once and 2 posts. This is 1 week, and that means I got about 80 something people who have tuned into my channel that week. I can't show you more because it's going to end up showing how much I made that week. So every week you get a report on how much you made on YouTube. Every single week. By the way, for you guys, the new guys, this is YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. You need to download YouTube Studio. Everyone that has a Google account already has a YouTube account, and everyone that has a YouTube account can download YouTube Studio. They are linked. They are linked together. All those channels are linked together. So you have to post. You have to post. I'm looking at a time where YouTube is going to be enough for me to leave my daytime job and focus on other businesses, because I want YouTube to fund my other businesses, and I can come and do YouTube for fun. Understand? Even though it will be paying me, I won't have to wake up, because I get late in terms of news, because news can happen. I am at work, something is happening and I'm at work. I can't just go out at work, come sit here in my garage, record a video and go back, And remember, with me creating content about politics, I've got politicians at work that are ANC related, Mkonto related, EFF and all of that are spying on what I say. Did you see what King said? You know how African people are doing. Even now, as we speak, they are vetting me. They are vetting me because of the house and the car I have. They think that is they are doing what do you call it, lifestyle audit on me, because someone has reported to them that this guy is on YouTube. And also remember, I'm not from Northern Cape, so I'm a guy from outside Northern Cape. I get treated like a foreigner. This guy from outside Northern Cape has came here from Mpumalanga. He's married here. He's got a house here. He's got a nice car here. All of that before all of us here. You know how people are. So I got all of those things before the people. The people I work with, they're simply not on my level. And now they hear this guy is trying to build a school. This guy is owning a gym. This guy is owning this business. Those type of things are making them go crazy, and they have reported me. Now we can do it in a couple of decades, but we are too divided. Yes, my Lord. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. So yes, we find ourselves in that situations as Africans where at my workplace, I'm not free because of my political ideology. I get reported. And I get treated, let me say, differently, because nobody scares me. But because of my stance, people are cagey on what they say about me. You are a foreigner in Northern Cape. Yes. And the funny thing is that you can imagine being here since 2017. 2007, how long we've been here. But because of, you would understand, my queen, there's a tone, there's an accent that Swati people speak on. And I love Swati people. Oh, Nkosi yami. Hanya watanda Maswati. Oh, Nkosi yami. Yeah, Maswati. Oh, such beautiful clan, just a beautiful clan. And the way they talk, like Swati person, you can hear a Swati person anywhere in South Africa, and they don't normally travel. It's either, if you are lucky, you'll find them in KwaZulu-Natal. If you are lucky, you'll find them in Gauteng. That's it. I've never met a Swati person in Mpumalanga. In Northern Cape. They're like Ndebele people. I've never met a Ndebele person here. And Kimberley is small, guys. Kimberley is a small town. So one way or another, we are going to bump in each other. Zulu people, very loud. You hear them from a distance. Xhosa people, very loud. You hear them from a distance. Bakhona la. Tsonga people, not so much, because Tsonga people, I'm Tsonga. We speak other languages fluently. So you wouldn't know if I'm Tsonga. And Venda people as well, they speak other languages very fluently. But if you are from from Mpumalanga and Gauteng, you can identify a Tsonga person and a Pedi and a Venda person easily. So yes, that's it. Yeah, I do get that a little bit, that discrimination, that I'm from Mpumalanga and I'm succeeding here in Northern Cape. I do get that. I do get it. My children are born here. My wife is from here, but unfortunately, I'm not from here. So in a way, I would kind of um, understand how my African brothers get treated, even though it's not on that level, anyways. But I understand how it feels to be a foreigner in Africa, because I'm a foreigner in Northern Cape. In Northern Cape, I've got the biggest YouTube channel in the province. They will do a sports award. The Department of Sports will do awards and give the award to someone else, because King is not from Northern Cape. You understand what I'm saying? You still get that type of discrimination. But anyway, I understand why my African people act like that. I do. I really, really, really understand why is it that people are so defensive with their land, their language, their culture towards other black people, but so welcoming for white people. Sad to hear that, King. It's an unfortunate. Really, we content with currently being in KwaZulu Natal, so I know what you mean. KwaZulu Natal is west. No. Content. No. KwaZulu Natal is west. Don't compare KwaZulu Natal with Northern Cape. It's west. KwaZulu Natal is west. West, if in KwaZulu Natal, ngumSuthu. Um, I believe you are vendor, so KwaZulu Natal is west. No, we can't speak about KwaZulu Natal. What is your channel's name? Which channel? Whose channel? My channel's name is King Said So. My other channel is African Mojolo. We have already passed that. So yes, even amongst us as South Africans, we discriminate each other badly, because of this thing they called tribalism. Um, because of tribalism. Anyone? Yes, I'm vendor. It's rough. Good rough. For you. Vendor and Tsonga. Yo, Venda and Tonga, you don't want to go to KwaZulu Natal, Eastern Cape, Western Cape. Those are not good provinces for a Venda and a Tonga and a Pedi speaking person. Not very nice, even a Tswana person, because of how rich, um, when it comes to tribalism, our people are that side. But like I said, I understand why is it divided and conquer colonized legacy. Yes, they divided and conquered us, divided us and conquered us. And so our African brothers, they would think, but they know, even our African brothers know, they know, like we are not equal in South Africa because of tribes. And the main reason is because of languages. And that's why we want to get into an Africa that has one language, and so that no one can really dictate which tribe I'm from unless if they ask. Or when we get to traditional day, stuff like that, they will be surprised. Oh, King, you are Tsonga. Oh, King, you are Pedi, and all of that. But yeah, that's unfortunate what happens, but anyway, we are okay with that. And when it comes to our children, we are going to teach them to love each other unconditionally. And we're going to make sure that in the Kiswahili language, that our children learn Ubuntu more than anything. I'm sorry to say this, but even kings are treated differently by our government. Yeah, don't be sorry to say that. It's true. It's true. Depending on which tribe you are from, you get treated different. what are you saying is based on social media, not on scientific evidence. It's said, really. No, I'm not speaking about scientific evidence. I'm speaking about my own experience. I'm not speaking about anything on social media. You will hardly find me on social media. I don't participate in anything like that much. I'm starting now to be on TikTok. I am on Instagram. Don't post much. I am on Facebook. Don't post much. Follow me on Facebook, Agiso Hlongwane or King Said So. There is a page for the channel. But what I'm saying, I'm speaking about my own experience as a Tsonga, Pedi speaking African who stays in Northern Cape. I'm speaking about my experience. And as you heard, our other brother who's vendor who works in KwaZulu Natal, experiences the same. And it's not abnormal. It's normal that thing happens. It's normal. It's normal. Even amongst white people that can't speak Afrikaans are treated differently from Afrikaners. It's something that is there's nice. I'm not thumb sucking something, Mr. Kumalo. If you don't know, you don't know because maybe you have not traveled. But ask us who have traveled. Ask a petty person going to uh, 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 north in Johannesburg at the taxi rank. Ask him how he get treated there, and ask a Zulu person how they will get treated in Northern Cape. Also the same thing. They'll call like, hey, Umzulu. They will be calling you that and all of that. So colonizers have managed to divide us successfully. They have managed to divide us successfully, and yes, and so I understand it. My brother, not salty about it. Yeah, no. For me, I don't have any hatred whatsoever to any African person, because when I speak to an African person, I come to an understanding that I'm speaking to a colonized mind. It just depends on, is this colonized mind that I'm speaking to aware that it is colonized? You can speak to a person who is not aware that they are colonized. In their comments, in their suggestions, in their behavior, they don't understand. They will have a pride that their children speak English fluent than their mother tongue, and they will brag about it. That is a colonized mind who is not aware of what is going on. A colonized mind will discriminate fully a Zimbabwean person for taking as they claim, taking a job at a restaurant, but will not say anything about our colonizer who own a mine in our land. You know, and they don't have a problem with a white person that owns a mine and stealing our minerals, but the Zimbabwean person must not come here and work at the farm. He's stealing our jobs. That is the colonized mindset that I'm talking about. They are not aware of anything. You can't tell them about building a school. You can't tell them about African unity. You cannot tell them about anything. What's this one saying? Are the white people coming back now to the chat? I was so I was chatting nice. So guys, yes, we've been speaking for 2 hours, guys. I still need to do that video on the PAC. I'm going to enjoy that video. You guys will get it 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And thank you so much, guys. Today's chat was so nice. I really enjoyed it. And these conversations are continuous. They don't end. We are going to find ourselves speaking about the same topic, how long it will take us as Africa to get out of the colonized impacts and everything that they have done to us. It's so painful. It's so painful. So I love you guys. I appreciate you, my African brothers. Let's meet next time. I've talked enough. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Until we meet next time again, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. In Pan-African, I'll see you guys. I love you guys so much. Stay blessed.